With us, so following the attack on the Kaduna-bound road and the insecurities on the train and in the northern part of the country, the Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufa'i vowed to hire foreign mercenaries to fight against terrorists. He stated that 4 others of the 7 northwestern states, Katsina, Zamfara, Kebbi, Sokoto, may also join him to hire these foreign mercenaries if the federal government does not end the ongoing spate of terror attacks in the country. Now, some have agreed. A lot of EPC professionals, like I read in the papers today, had agreed with him. Others are objected, saying that this is not the right thing, that he doesn't have the right to do that, especially because security is something that comes from the central. That's the federal government's responsibility, not the responsibility of the state governors. But what are your thoughts on this? Nima, let me start with you. What are your thoughts on this? I mean, we understand security is in the purview of the central government. Mm-hmm. And for a state government governors to be this frustrated to make this kind of pronouncement, what do you think? Is it right to do that, or should we still let the center handle this issue of security?
So I remember when the school, I'm trying to remember which of the school now, the tertiary institution that was, the name of it, that was, attacked in Kaduna, and they had students kidnapped, and they were held for months, and it was a talk. So I have noticed that the governor of Kaduna State continued to take advantage of the situation in the state to become popular. That's basically what he does. Yes, that's what I think about it. I'm saying that with all sense of responsibility. Because at the end of his talk, some people's lives, children, are at risk. Now, an attack has happened on a train. And the practical thing is to work with those who have the exclusive reserve and security, to work with them if you must do anything, or call them out in the way you must. But to say that if they fail, you hire mercenaries as if the Constitution allows you, is to, of course, continue to talk with the bandits and keep an interaction with them that provokes a reaction where you really do not have the power, nor do you have the solution to do anything. So you don't want bandits to say, okay, because I have sat down and heard analysts talk about how the attack in Kaduna State is particularly because of the governor's stance against bandits. And so his continuous talk outside without action continues to provoke. We've seen Borno in the past. I always like to refer to the former governor of Borno State before, I think, Kashim Shettima, at the time, when his state was on fire like this. He would constantly come out. He would be at Aso Rock meeting with the then president continuously, till his state continued to get the assistance he needed as much as it was under his watch that a civilian JTF became a thing. So things were being done.
So are you saying that the governor is the one provoking these bandits to do what they're doing in the state?
I have listened to it over the years, and I'm coming to believe it now, because this attack has happened. As a governor, the one that is within your reach is to assist wounded victims. We have the minister.
But there's an argument that the army is compromised. There's an argument. There's an argument. Yeah.
No, so all of that is not without that. But I'm talking about his present stance again. Okay. Coming out to talk about.
So doesn't that come from a place of a man frustrated with the state of things, and frustrated with the fact that he can't do much? Because what's the use of having the title of chief security officer of a state when you actually are not controlling anything security within that state? You don't have authority over the police, you don't have authority over the military. You can't say that you've heard intelligence about an attack might happen in one place and you can deploy someone to protect and stall the attack in that place. So really, I sense frustration. I sense the frustration being channeled in the wrong way in the terms of his language, but I sense a lot of frustration in the governor. I strongly do not support mercenaries because I've seen the way that played out in Libya. I do not support mercenaries because we don't have the infrastructure to curtail the excesses when it happens. They've said many of the bandits we currently have were former paid mercenaries by some politicians, and that over time they couldn't sustain paying them. Now they've turned to mercenaries. So we've seen that if you cannot control something, the abuse would happen. So I'm not a supporter of mercenary. I am a believer in our own military and supporting our military. This is the same military that fought as ECOMOG. This is the military that fought Liberia. It's the same military at the bottom. If only we can ensure that we channel them strongly. Like, we're not doing the best that can be done with them.
There's something wrong, Tope. Obviously. Nobody knows what it is. Even from the presidency, nobody, even
I feel it's political will. It's the will.
I'm not sure they understand the gravity of the problem.
It's the will. I believe it is a will thing. It's a will thing. The real problem is the will. Because if you are willing, you will find a way to make it work. You're willing to squash bandits. You will do everything. Will.
But the truth is that many have said our military is compromised. Even Tiwajan Danjuma said it. That you cannot trust the military man because obviously you bought Tucano jet. For some reason, we're still not winning this battle. So something's happening. So I would rather trust international, somebody who is fresh, come in here to come and fight this battle for us. Because
solution is a solution. If it's foreign mercenary you want to be, just solve the problem.
So that is the thing.
Small talks. Let's talk. I'm tired of, I don't want to hear garbage. I don't even want to hear again. I'm tired of all the talk and lives lost every time. They talk too much.
Okay.
Do something. If you want to bring foreign mercenaries, in fact, go to another country and get their entire army to come and fight. Admit that your army cannot fight, but do something.
Right.